Yo, it's Leafy. I'm coming at you with the first video on the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about UFC 6. What should EA be doing in order to make a better MMA product? Okay, people are playing Undisputed 3 a lot more because of how bad EA games have gotten. Okay, and it's not necessarily a nostalgia thing. Even though Undisputed 3 has some flaws in it, it's still an overall better MMA game than what EA is putting out. So, with that being said, since EA UFC 6 is going to be on PC this year, what can EA do to pull in that Undisputed 3 fan base? Here's a couple things. One, the ground game. Biggest thing is the ground game. That's why people love Undisputed 3. Undisputed 3 doesn't really have a holding the wheel type system to move. You do quarter circles on your stick to move the guy around. Okay? UFC 6, you can keep the UI, remove the wheel system, and make it flick-based, okay? However fast or successful the transition will be is dependent on your offender's transition speed and offense, okay? And it will be denied depending on how well the defender's transition defense is. Okay, so that's number one. Make it a flick-based system on the ground. Number two, ground and pound elbows. You shouldn't be forced to posture down after one elbow. I should be able to throw multiple elbows and throw in some hammer fists and hooks. And if he's not defending himself, that sucks to be him, but he's going to get knocked out. Okay? Number three, remove the timer that forces you to be postured down. Okay? UFC 5 has this weird thing, and UFC 4, where you are forced to posture down after an X amount of time. Okay? EA UFC 3 had the perfect formula. As a defender, you were forced to posture the guy down, and if you didn't know how to posture him down, you had to fight out of it. Okay, bring this back. Bring it back for UFC 6. Okay, make the defender be smart and defend. Okay, now let's get into the striking system. Striking has gotten better since UFC Undisputed 3. UFC 5 has probably one of the best striking systems in controls, but there's some major flaws. It's floaty, okay? When a guy's coming in and throwing the rear hook, he still has forward momentum. He doesn't really plant, and it just doesn't look natural, okay? Make it so after each moving strike, you're forced to plant for a certain amount of time. Not a long amount of time where it starts to feel arcadey, but a split, brief moment where it's noticeable, but it's not going to interrupt the gameplay flow. Okay, next thing, the vulnerability system. Okay, I feel like it's a little too lenient. A lot of people can get up after 5 or 6 knockdowns and be perfectly fine the next round. If you get caught by a good counter coming in, you should be put down on the canvas, either unconscious or you're forced to defend off your back. Okay? Flash knockdowns need to come back as well. If I catch you with a good counter and you're coming in and you're not aware of your defense, you can get flash knocked out. And I'm finishing the fight. Okay? Bring back finish the fight mechanics too. When I knock out a guy, I want to get on top of him and start pounding on him. Not like that. But, you know what I mean. Ground and pound. Let's see. There's one more thing I wanted to address before I ended the video. And that's gonna be... Oh, yeah. The health zones, okay? Right now there's only head, body, left arm, left leg, right leg, okay? We should have, like, sectioned damage systems, or damage bars. So left side of the head, center of the head, right side of the head, upper arm, upper leg, lower leg, okay? We should be able to target certain parts of the face or the body and damage those, okay? And then we can have, you know, fractured cheeks, you know, fractured nose. I want to have that. You know, if you fracture a guy's nose, he's going to have a hard time breathing. If you fracture a rib, you're going to have a hard time moving. Alright, so, in conclusion, EA, make your game more simulation focused, but I'm not saying to drive away the casual fans. That's a big part of your market, and you obviously want to cash in on that market. What I'm saying is, you need to make it so it's a good balance, okay? Undisputed 3 is a simulation and mixed martial arts game, but the accessibility bar is low, so anyone can really get into it, and if they want to, they can find the depth of the game. So that's about it. Take into account these considerations, and you're going to have a great game on your hands. Peace out.